SPX 6900, one of the main meme coins on Ethereum, is not having such a great time. It's down almost 30% in the last 7 days.
You know, I've had some friends like unexpectedly pass away and things like this, you know, with young kids and
yeah, terrible.
And yeah, and you know, it's an unfortunate part of life, and like it's definitely painful. But you know, like this was like extremely eye-opening for me, because I've had some friends that, you know, financially, like they were like, to your point, Slow, like, you know, you don't really need that much. And, you know, you need like a sufficient amount to pay the bills and get by and like, you know, do the basic things that every human like kind of wants the opportunity to do. But then like over and above that, it's not really what gives your life that much meaning at all. And I've had one of my friends, you know, he was like a coach, and I went to his funeral, and it was like the greatest outpouring of community love and support and like that I've ever seen in my life. And I was like thinking to myself, you know, as someone who like works in the investing world, I'm like, no one would show up for me the way like I have not had this type of impact, or have lived the type of life as my friend lived. And it just made me appreciate that so much more, because I thought about, you know, when that time comes for me and it comes for all of us, like, are you going to want to be the person who like, you know, had a really deep relationship and a really deep connection with like so many people? Or is it going to be about like, you know, you sat in front of your computer screen and happened to be really good at charting and made, you know, ridiculous amount of money, but you didn't step away from your computer and like go like actually build real meaningful relationships and do meaningful work with people. And yeah, it's just very, you know, to your point, like I completely agree with you. It was just very eye-opening to me. And I was like, wow, like this is, you know, that's a way to live, man. Like, you know, he was young, but like he clearly did it the right way. And it was very inspirational to me, to be honest. That's why I feel so, it feels so cool to meet a bunch of like new great people and to try to do something really, really big together that a bunch of people think is batshit crazy.
I love it. I love that about us. Like there's no one else I'd rather do this with.
Yeah, it is so much fun.
It's kind of like, I was actually reading something recently, like, I don't know, maybe I was watching like some video clip on social media or something, but it was like this girl who talked about her father gave her a piece of wisdom, which was like live life by like the law of what you'll regret least. And I think I would regret not attempting to flip the stock market.
100%. 100%.
This coin, I wouldn't buy it because I don't like pumping other people's bags, even though this coin's gonna, like, if you buy this, I can understand it.
First of all, Murad has a lot of interest in this going higher and higher. They're the earliest, they're downstream, and they're the ones spreading the rumors and the news to everyone, because all this guys out here is speculation. Also note that I'm not personally invested in it, and I'm not going to be buying any.
SPX 6900 persist? No fucking way. I don't even see it on my Twitter feed. How the fuck's it going to persist forever when the S&P is trading at 10,000? It's just irrelevant.
At Must Stop Murad, and remember, stop trading and believe in something. Thank you. Because you needed to have that time for sellers to sell and for supply to be concentrated in the hands of the people that believe in ridiculously high market caps.
The meme coins, quote unquote, meme coins that are going to win are those that are going to evolve into not just cults, but movement coins. Like, let's assume that everything is a cult. Who wins among cults, right? You want to find the ones that are going to trigger the most positive emotional reaction for people. Why? You want those people to become like hardcore hustlers and believers in the coin.
So in order order to build a cult, it takes time for the idea to resonate and to percolate across society. And when you have supply in the hands of true believers, you essentially have a situation where the supply is like pretty much solved, and then you have only the demand to solve. Whenever there is buying coming in, it's just gonna go parabolic, because like the believers are not gonna touch their coins until like $100 billion targets. And whether you believe in those targets or not, it doesn't matter. What matters is like what the holders believe, because it's them making the decision. Like when people talk about belief, it boils down to like the belief in the final valuation, the belief in your friends, belief in the mission, and belief in the sort of like the mimetic movement. And these are kind of things that you need to study.